Hey Audiophiles, I'm Jake with Upscale Audio, and with me,
Jordan from Upscale Audio.
and today we have a very exciting video for you. We have the brand new Sennheiser HD620Ss, which Sennheiser was nice enough to send us early last week so we could get a chance to live with them and listen to them and give you guys our experience. So today we're going to answer the question, can Audiophile headphones be $350?
Let's find out. But before we get into it, let's not forget to like down below, as well as subscribe if you want to see more Jake and I, or just the team at Upscale Audio. All right, you ready to get into it?
Let's dive in. So up first, we're going to talk about what's in the box and the build quality of the headphones. Then we're going to answer who these headphones are for, and then tell you what you're here to see, how they sound. So Jordan, what comes in the box?
Sure. So besides, the headphones, these do come terminated in a 6.5 millimeter termination, which does come off to give you a 3.5 mil. And besides that, it does come with a little travel pouch included, which is soft fabric, just keeping them looking pristine.
And again, the thing to keep in mind is these are $350 headphones, so make sure to have the perspective and the expectations of what you get for that price range. So I do want to talk about the build quality. So it does feel plasticky, but still sturdy. It's got a good head clamp and nice artificial leather on the ear cups, which let me listen to it for quite a while. And I think they look pretty good. They are adjustable. And I was, honestly, for the price range, I was happy with the build quality of these headphones.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty well made myself. For these guys here, I did really enjoy this padding right here on the very top, and that's just because I've used headphones that are very uncomfortable, and I was able to listen to these for almost an hour straight without having any fatigue whatsoever. Now, besides that, they are 38 millimeter drivers, so they are, I guess technically they're a little bit smaller than some of the other drivers out there for headphones, but that didn't hinder any of the sound quality, but we'll get into that in a later section.
Yes, so these do go low, they do go high. I think they're rated at about 6 ohms to 30,000. And it is a 150 ohm headphone, so it does need some power and it does recommend an amp, but we'll touch into what we recommend with that in a later section. But honestly, great headphones. I love how they angled the transducers, which kind of give you that panoramic experience like you're listening to speakers, because I have much more experience. I'm more of a speaker guy, but now I'm becoming more of a headphone guy because I've just been liking listening in the perfect room, because with my speakers, I'm always angling them left to right, and these just sound perfect when you put them on your head. So Jordan, tell me who these headphones are for.
Yeah, now these headphones are, because of the price point, are for people that are starting off in their audiophile journey. Now, they may have a small amplifier, they may not, which luckily these can be ran off of just a cell phone, and well, you've tried it that way, correct?
Yeah, I listened to it on just a cell phone, and I did listen to it on an amplifier, which we'll touch on in just a bit. But you're right, they're good. There are some features that they don't have, but honestly, I think they're not needed for what these are trying to be. So you're not gonna get active noise canceling, but there is tremendous passive noise canceling due to the fact that they are closed back headphones. They're not gonna have a microphone, so maybe not the best for gaming on a console, but for me, I game on a PC, or I play single player Switch games, and they were perfect headphones for gaming for me. But what they really primarily are audiophile headphones, and you don't need any of those fancy features for music listening. You just need a pair of headphones that sound great, and I think these sound great.
Now, I could hear you guys commenting right now, why would I buy these when I can buy the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, which are fully wireless, or why not buy their open back headphones that are $100 more?
That is a great question. So for me, wireless is a nice feature, but it does kind of put a timeline on how long you can use the headphones for. Because these aren't wireless, you don't have to worry about the battery dying on you, in the future. So these are going to be headphones you can listen to for a really long time. And again, anything like a microphone or active noise canceling would just add noise or coloration into the music experience. And again, these are for people that want to start getting down the path of being an audiophile in an easy path where it's not too hard to get into your music listening.
Yeah, that's 100% fair, which now you lived with these headphones for a weekend because you stole them away from me.
Yes, we were supposed to share them and I'm like, okay, bye, I'm going home for the weekend.
What did you think about them?
So at first, I had to do a little bit of fidgeting. I felt like at first it felt a little claustrophobic, but once I got them adjusted right, it felt super immersive. So I did some gaming off the bat because I did want to give you a mixed use example on how they sound. And for single player, one player games on my Switch, it sounded fantastic. I was immersed in the game. I didn't have any distractions of my cat meowing at me or whatever when I was listening to them. But where they really shined is when I plugged them into an amplifier and did music listening. So I'll touch on how they sounded without an amplifier first, which is what you listen to as well. And then I'll touch on how they sounded even better with an amplifier and what we recommend. So for sound quality, how did they sound to you?
For me, they were amazing headphones. I mean, the bass was probably the biggest thing that I noticed on these guys. I did touch on them. They're 38 millimeter drivers, but because these are close back headphones with these amazing suction cups,
Ear cups.
Amazing ear cups, the bass actually hit pretty low that it's hard to experience in headphones just because we're more used to speakers.
But touching on that, I listened to a song by Billie Eilish called Zanny, which I love that song because there's so much bass and so much distortion in that song that it's easy for the smaller details or subtle details to get lost. And with these, I kind of expected the bass to overtake everything and be all I heard. But no, I heard everything and it sounded like shocking that $350 headphones sounded that good.
Now, besides Billie Eilish, which I don't listen to a whole bunch myself, you did listen to the Rolling Stones as well, right?
Yes, I listened to a song that I love called She's a Rainbow, and the opening piano was lively and engaging, and when I did plug in an amplifier, it just sparkled even more and gave me much more dynamics. And honestly, I fell in love with these headphones. That's when it switched from me listening critically to me just enjoying the songs. And I listened to music for about an hour this morning, and I wasn't even on the clock.
Now, I did enjoy these headphones myself. For me, the most notable, like I stated, was the bass. I used this connected to, I think 1 or 2 amplifiers that we have here inside of the store. But we found that one of the best pairings for these headphones in particular is actually going to be a Dragonfly. Now, this is the Dragonfly Cobalt. I don't have the privilege of owning this one myself, at least not yet. I'll talk to Kevin later. I have the Dragonfly Red, but Jake used the Cobalt.
Yes, and honestly, the Cobalt is the one to buy right now. They did a price reduction, so now it's $199, and it's a steal. So using the Cobalt, this had more punch, more impact, and more presence. So I was honestly blown away, and these were definitely headphones that I could see myself living with once they had an amplifier. So when you have 150 ohm headphones, you definitely want to give it an amplifier of some sort. And when you add these together, you're looking at about, was it 550, 650?
For these guys here, it was about 550.
Which is not terrible, and they have higher up Sennheisers, but me personally, I think I'd rather have these and the little Cobalt to go with it. I think that's a much fuller package that gets you one step further into the audiophile realm.
Now, Jake, if you had the choice, are you taking these?
I say yes, and primarily because I think these are good video editing headphones. These are good gaming headphones. I don't need a microphone on headphones that I'm using, and they sounded comfortable. They gave you good isolation, good bass, good immersion, and these are definitely headphones with that Cobalt I could live with.
Definitely. For me, I thought they were phenomenal. There are a lot of additional options out there as well from Sennheiser, from other brands, but this for me would have been a great starting point if I was just starting off my audiophile journey. For me, I'm a little bit further, so I'm looking at a little bit higher mark or a higher price point, but that's just me, and that's the benefit of audio, is that we all can start off at different aspects. Now, Jake, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us today.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make. Honestly, I had a lot of fun. It's always fun getting to take toys home for the weekend and play with them. If you liked the video, consider giving it a like and comment down below what product you want us to review next. Maybe subscribe if you want to see more Jordan and I videos, or the rest of the team, or Kevin videos, I guess.
All right,
and remember,
guys,
at Upscale, we'll treat your system
like it's ours.